Hey everyone, let's jump into our video on comparison operators. So you can see I have Visual Studio pulled up, and you'll notice that I don't have the boilerplate code pulled up. So this is actually a 4-line little program that I just wrote in order to help everybody understand two things. One of those things is comparison operators, but I think that many people will already be familiar with them. So I've also worked in a second piece of information here, which is how to take input from a user. So first, let's go over our comparison operators. So we're going to be talking about the greater than operator, the less than operator, the greater than or equal to operator, and the less than or equal to operator. Now you probably already know these, and so if you know about these operators, you know that they take two operands, like this, and they're read from left to right. So if the left operand is greater than the right operand, it'll produce the result of true. So now if the left operand is less than the right operand, then this will produce false. So I think you guys understand these right now. If not, there are a lot of other resources online to learn about these operators, and we'll also go over them a little bit later in this video. So just to go over the program really quickly, we have a console write line here, which says enter your longest run. This whole program, the point of it will be to compare the user's entry to a half marathon. And a half marathon is 11 point some number of miles, but I just kept it to 11 to keep it simple. So we start off with a console write line that says enter your longest run. So when we start this program, the terminal will pop up and it will say enter your longest run. We've seen this before, but what we haven't seen is this next line. And so we can start this with this piece right here, this console read line. So console read line, obviously sounds a lot like console write line. It's kind of the sister sort of commands to write line. And the console read line basically reads in the input from a user. So it allows the user to type something, and then we'll take that input and give it to our program. And so it'll produce a string. So as we know, a string can be letters or numbers or symbols. And it's the perfect type to sort of take in for user input, because a user input can be letters, numbers, or symbols. It can be anything. So now this piece, the convert to int32, will basically convert this string into an integer. And so what happens with this instruction is that this whole thing produces an integer. And if you remember our previous video on the assignment operator, you know that the assignment operator will take a value, and since the value being produced here is an integer, it can easily put it into this run input variable that has the type integer. So this run input will basically be what the user enters. It's going to be in number form. The next line we have here is the console write line, and we're basically just saying to the user, is it shorter than a half marathon? And in fact, I'm going to switch this to is your run shorter than a half marathon? And so our next line, we're going to print out true or false based on whether or not the run input is less than 11. So let's run this program. And we see enter your longest run. I'll enter 5 and hit enter. And we see is your run shorter than a half marathon, and that evaluates to true. So since 5 is in fact less than 11, we see a true value here. I'll close this out and let's run the program again. We're going to enter our longest run, and this time I'll put 15. I'll hit enter. And we see that is your run shorter than a half marathon? We see that it is now false. Okay, so that all makes sense. Next, let's switch this to less than or equal to 11. Actually, you know what? Let's run this one more time. And let's run it just as it is. I'm going to enter in 11, and what do you think is going to happen? We see false. Now we see false here because our run input is 11, and 11 is equal to 11. 11 is not less than 11. So now, if we put in here our equal sign, we can then rerun this program. And now when we put in 11, we see that it's true. And that makes sense, right? Because 11 is equal to 11. So in this situation, we have, is it less than or equal to? And since the or part of that is true, then the whole expression is true. And you'll remember our previous video on and operators and or operators. This is basically, using an or fashion Boolean logic. So it's basically saying, is this less than 11 or is it equal to 11? In the same way that we talked about before. So this sort of logic works for all of these operators. I believe that you're familiar with them, but in case you are not, I will switch this up and I'll say, print this out. And now we're going to ask the question, is your run longer than a half marathon? So I'm going to enter in 7, which is not longer than a half marathon. And we see false because 7 is less than 11. Now, I'll run it again. And I will enter in 15, just for the sake of being thorough. And we see that it is true, obviously, because our run input of 15, right, because this produces 15 here, is greater than 11. Awesome. So now I will run it one last time, and I will put in 11. And we see that this is false because 11 is not greater than 11. 11 is equal to 11. So let's switch this to equal to. Is your run longer than? We'll say or equal to a half marathon. And let's run it. So my code is a little bit cut off there. We'll put in 11, and we get true. Is your run longer than or equal to a half marathon? That's true. So those are the comparison operators. I was a little bit more exhaustive on these than I intended on being when I first started the video, but I think that's fine. There's no harm in being thorough. I think that you probably already understand how these work, at least broadly, maybe up to more of the specifics when we ran through these examples. But a good thing to remember is this line right here. This is an important line, so take a good look at this and remember how this sort of works. This part that I've highlighted right here will make more sense when we start talking about methods and parameters and things of that nature. But for now, just know that this console read line takes in the user's input, and that this write to int basically turns it to an integer, and you'll be fine. Awesome. Well, that should wrap up our section on operators and expressions. Thank you guys for watching.